next we have few properties of eigenvalues. First is, if lambda is eigenvalue of A and the corresponding eigenvector is x, then alpha lambda is eigenvalue of alpha A corresponding to eigenvector x. That is, eigenvector will remain same and the eigenvalues will be multiplied with the same quantity as you have multiplied with your matrix. For example, if A is a matrix whose eigenvalue is 2 corresponding to eigenvector x, then if you multiply your matrix A with any scalar, let me say with 100 times, so if you are to find eigenvalues of this matrix, then you will just find eigenvalues of A and multiply these eigenvalues with 100. For example, its eigenvalues are 1, 2 and 3 with corresponding eigenvectors x1, x2 and x3. Then eigenvalues of 100 times A will be 100, multiplying them with 100, 200 and 300, but the eigenvectors, they will remain same. So in order to prove this property, we are given that lambda is eigenvalue of A. So but I will write as per definition of eigenvalue. So we will write Ax is equal to lambda x. So now we have to multiply our matrix with alpha. So multiplying both sides with alpha, we will obtain alpha lambda x. So what does this thing apply? It applies that alpha lambda is eigenvalue of alpha A corresponding to eigenvector x. So this is a proof of first identity. Then go to second identity, that it is, if lambda is eigenvalue of A corresponding to eigenvector x, then lambda raised to power m is eigenvalue of A raised to power m. We'll prove this by induction. So to prove it, first of all, we are given that Ax is equal to lambda x, that is, eigenvalue of A is lambda corresponding to eigenvector x. Now I am pre-multiplying both the sides with A, so this will be A into Ax is equal to A lambda x. Now this lambda is a scalar, it can go out, so I can write it as lambda Ax. Now put value of Ax from equation number 1. This will be lambda into lambda x, so this is lambda square x. So what we have proved? We have proved that A square is equal to lambda square x. That is, eigenvalue of A square is lambda square, corresponding eigenvector is x only. So now again proceeding similarly, if we multiply both sides with A, so I will obtain this lambda square is a scalar, it can go out like this. Again put value of Ax from equation number 1, this will be lambda into lambda x, so lambda cube x. So we have obtained A cube x is equal to lambda cube x. So corresponding to A cube, you have eigenvalue as lambda cube. So proceeding similarly, multiplying m times, you will obtain eigenvalue of A raised to power m is lambda raised to power n with corresponding eigenvector x. So what is the physical meaning of this property? Suppose eigenvalues of A are 1, 2 and 3 and eigenvectors are x1, x2 and x3, and you are to find eigenvalues of A raised to power 100. Then instead of multiplying A 100 times, you will just raise to the powers of these eigenvalues only. So eigenvalues of A raised to power 100 will be 1 raised to power 100, 2 raised to power 100, 3 raised to power 100, but the eigenvectors, they will remain same. So eigenvector of 1 raised to power 100 will be x1 only. Similarly, eigenvector of 2 raised to power 100 will be x2 only, and so on. So see the next property, lambda minus k is eigenvalue of A minus ki. I think this can be easily proved. This and these two properties can be proved by combining this property. So I will prove this third and fourth for you, and leave 5 as an exercise. So in order to prove 3, what we will do, now see what we are given. We are given that eigenvalue of A is lambda. So we are given Ax is equal to lambda x. Now I am subtracting k I x from both sides. So k I x from both the sides. So this is A minus Ki x is equal to lambda minus Ki x. So what does this say? Doesn't it says that eigenvalue of A minus Ki is lambda minus Ki? So that was all we needed to prove. So now to prove property number 4, that is eigenvalue of A inverse is 1 by lambda. So let us see. Let us take this, what we are given. We are given that eigenvalue of A is lambda, and we are to prove that eigenvalue of A inverse is lambda inverse. Alright, so we will pre-multiply both the sides by A inverse. So it will be A inverse into lambda x. Lambda is a scalar, it can go out. Now this A inverse into A, it will become I, and it is A inverse into x. Now to prove this property, this lambda has to be non-zero. It obviously will be non-zero because inverse of only those matrices exist whose eigenvalues are non-zero. And if a matrix is having a 0 eigenvalue, then its inverse won't exist. So denominator has to be 0. So take this lambda on the other side. So this is 1 by lambda A inverse x, or simply if I write this term here, A inverse x is equal to lambda inverse x. So that was all we needed to prove. So this property number 4 is done. Now combining property 3 and 4, you can easily prove your property number 5. And let us look at property number 6. So we have to prove that eigenvalues of adjoint of A are determinant of A upon eigenvalues of A. So firstly, let us see what we are given. We are given that Ax is equal to lambda x. Now I am pre-multiplying both sides with adjoint of A. So this is lambda into adjoint of A into x. So this will become, sorry, this A was already there. Now look, we know that A inverse is adjoint of A upon determinant of A. If I post multiply both the sides with A, so this will become 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A into A. So take determinant on the other side. A inverse into A is I. So this is determinant of A is equal to adjoint of A into A. So use this value here. This will give you determinant of A into x is equal to lambda adjoint of A into x. So this is taking this lambda on the other side. So this is determinant of A by lambda is equal to x is equal to adjoint of A into x. So what does this equation says? It says adjoint of A is having eigenvalue determinant of A by lambda and eigenvector x. So this was proof of property number 6. Next, property number 7. A and A transpose have same eigenvalues. I am leaving it an exercise for you. You will just use this definition that Ax is equal to lambda x and then take transpose on the both sides. It will be easy.